Hey guys, MP Carlson here. Welcome back to another Weekly Cycle podcast. There wasn't one last week because I didn't have time to do one last week. I was planning to do it on Thursday, but things got in the way. Life happens. But I think I might actually change these into bi-weekly instead of weekly. I mean, I know that kind of is weird because then it's like podcast is the only part of Weekly Cycle podcast that's actually fact. But, I'm not going to change the name. I'm still going to keep it Weekly Cycle Podcast, WCP. There's no point in changing the name, even though it kind of is a false title. But I'm still going to keep it like that. But the reason is because I think these podcasts have been too frequent. I mean, well, they've been every week, but I only really ever have one, maybe two videos out every week apart from that. So it seems like it's like one video, podcast. One video, maybe another video, podcast. And I don't like that system. There's too many podcasts there. So instead of doing like the 12-minute or 20-minute, 15 whatever minute, however long these podcasts tend to be every week, I'm going to instead do just a long one that's probably close to 50 minutes, maybe an hour, every 2 weeks. I think that will just work better because, podcasts tend to be quite long anyway. And when I listen to podcasts, I want them to be long because it's usually when I'm in the middle of something that's going to take a long time. And most of the podcasts I listen to tend to be around an hour or even more. So, I'll keep that going too. It's mostly just because I've been doing them so frequently that I just have to find just the right amount of time to actually sit down and record it. But anyway, today this one is going to be a bit more organised. Well, sort of. Basically, what I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to go through the comments of the recent video I uploaded on Tuesday. I may have uploaded a video since then, I have no idea. But the I Hate Everything song, Dust. I literally uploaded it 47 minutes ago, and I haven't looked at any of the comments. If there is any comments yet, there probably is. It's been 47 minutes. I'd expect there to be a few comments on it already. But I haven't looked at any of them, so I'm going to look at them now, and I'm going to go through the ones I've got so far. Then, once I've done that, I'm going to do some online tests. I don't know why. The idea came to me last week, and I thought, let's have a go at some of these tests, and I thought, maybe I could do these in a video, and I thought, well, no, it's probably not going to be that interesting for a video, but maybe I could do it in a podcast, because, it's not like you really need to see what's on the screen, because I'm probably going to read out what's on the screen anyway. So I've got a one loaded up here. I just searched mental age test into Google. First one that came up was on mymentalage.com. So I've got this all set up ready. That's going to be interesting, but let's look at the comments first. Okay, so Luigi says, "Oh no, the dust is here." And Waluigi again says, "Lot of auto-tunes." Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. I can't do it without auto-tuning because it was just normal talking. Waluigi again, 3 comments from him so far. Said, "Love the video, thanks." Well, you're welcome. Psoc RYTP, which I think is crossed out, says, "Well, that's weird." Problematist says, "Amazing hatred." Mick Jason says, well, I'm not going to read his, but rest assured it has an F in it. And those are all the ones I've actually got loaded so far, so let's see how many there have been overall in the past 49 minutes. 15, okay. Let's look at the ones that I haven't got yet. Upbeat Guy KJ is here. He says, I just love how you bring much diversity to your channel, as now. I think he meant to say, I love how you bring as much diversity as your channel, as now. I don't know. I know what he's trying to say, basically. He's probably gone back and edited that comment, but I'm checking him on the email, so this is the first-hand comment. If you've gone back and edited your comment, then I'm not going to see it until later. Very well made, man, and great vid. Thank you. Creeper07 says, "I like this video." Upbeat Guy again says, "Oh yeah, he's changed it. He's put a new one." He says, "I just love how you bring much diversity to your channel as now." Still doesn't make perfect sense, but yeah, I know. Very well made, man, and great vid. Thank you. J Cop says, "That was actually very, very well done. Thank you." Mr. Wanapon says, "Is there anything you like?" I assume he's talking about IHE, not me. Play It Jack says, "This gave me an asthma attack. Thanks." Weird Toast, hello, says, "Your whole life, or at least a year, has been leading up to this moment." Cortex Man 2003 says, "I'm still hoping for an MP Carlson plus IHE crossover. It must happen." I very, very, very highly doubt that's ever going to happen. And the Cortex Man 2003 says, I hope IHE actually sees this exists. Yeah, I did, I tweeted it to him. I don't know if he'll see it. I think I might email him as well, because he says that he checks his emails, and he tries to respond as many as he can. So I'll probably email him later on. But anyway, I'll leave that there, and I'll check it after I've done the first test and see if I've got any more emails. And then I'll just check the comments as they come through. So let's start the mental age test. The mental age test consists of 20 statements. Answers are multiple choice. Your first answer is your final answer. Statements are selected at random. 8,379,062 people have now taken this test. Nobody will see your answers, so be honest. Well, you guys will hear my answers. McDonald's is a good place to meet, okay for a quick snack, disgusting, nice and warm. Okay, well, I wouldn't say it's a good place to meet. It's not disgusting. I don't think it's disgusting. Nice and warm, I suppose? Or okay for a quick snack? Well, it's okay for a meal, I suppose. You know, not frequently, but yeah. I'll put nice and warm. You have forgotten where you put your keys, maybe once in the last year? Never, I keep them attached with this handy chain. Twice already today, or rarely, I always put them down in the same place. Well, 2 and 3, because my keys are right here. I keep them attached to this chain, but I always keep this chain in the same place, so which one do I pick? Well, I suppose it's between never and rarely, isn't it? So I'll put never, because I've never lost them before. Dire Straits were air guitar heaven? Who? Cheesy? Not like today's musicians, they could actually play. Well, I'll put who, because I don't know who they are. Miley Cyrus is, like so over, a bit racy, quite good looking, everything that's wrong with kids today, a victim. Right, I'm going to put my keys down because they're going to be annoying. Let's go with... Well, what do I honestly think of Miley Cyrus? A bit racy, that's what I'll put, yeah. Politically, you are conservative, green, liberal, socialist. Well, I don't really pay attention to politics. I don't really know what the difference between these four are. But I think I've heard of conservative, I've heard of liberal, and socialist. I don't know. I think I'll put green, I suppose. I have no idea, so I'm just going to guess here. I mean, it's not really guessing. Twitter is confusing, essential, pointless, annoying, it wakes me up in the morning. Okay. I'll say essential. I do use Twitter a lot. You get passed on the motorway by a Ferrari. You think, sweet. Bet the driver is a thing. A bad word that I'm not saying. They'll not get there any quicker. Not surprising, you were only going 50 miles an hour. Well, I don't drive, but I suppose if I was driving and I was passed by a Ferrari, I would think... Not surprising, you were only going 50 miles an hour. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Okay, question 8 out of 20. Baseball caps look better forwards, backwards. Forwards! Anyone who says differently is wrong. The best way to become rich is to win the lottery, to work hard, to become a footballer, or to get lucky. To work hard, I suppose, yeah. The iPad is revolutionary, a pointless gadget, expensive, cool, something which helps prevent embarrassing moments. Cool. I don't have one, but they're cool. The best thing on TV is 24-hour news channels, CSI, The Simpsons / Family Guy, Big Brother / The X Factor / etc., nature documentaries. There's never anything good on TV. Well, none of these. I guess there's never anything good on TV. Although that's not really accurate. You read Apple have launched a new iPhone. You think, not another one already. I want one now. Do the batteries last a long time? What's the point? A phone is a phone. Well, I don't know. Not really any of these. These are some weird multiple choice answers. I'll go with do the batteries last a long time. You think a pension plan is not what you thought it would be, important, something worth considering, something for later. Something for later, yeah. You find an old shirt in the wardrobe. You can't believe you ever wore that and throw it out. Keep it for decorating. Consider giving it to charity. Put it on. Wonder how you ever managed to fit in it. Wardrobe? Well, I don't have a wardrobe, so yeah, wardrobe. I probably wouldn't put it on. The current Prime Minister / President looks too young, okay, old. Well, the current Prime Minister is Theresa May. I think she looks okay. Life is fun, what you make it, all about family. What you make it. You're planning a house party. You think about telling your neighbours, make sure you've got enough chairs, find out where the cheapest vodka is, make a list of the people you aren't going to invite, plan which games to play. Well, I suppose I would make sure you've got enough chairs. No, I'd plan which games to play, that's what I'd do. Birthdays are a time to meet the family, a time to get wasted, a time for presents, something to ignore, thank you. A time for presents. Christmas is a time for family, I suppose. Birthday is kind of, give me presents, I lasted another year. It's hot, you want an ice cream, you buy a Magnum, a cone with a chocolate flake, an ice lolly. Oh, I don't know, I love Magnums. But if it was hot, I think I would go for an ice lolly. But if it was just anything, I would definitely pick a Magnum. But if it was because I was hot and I needed refreshing, then yeah, an ice lolly. Alright, last question. You see someone fall over in the street. Do you laugh, run over to make sure they are okay, thank the heavens it wasn't you, shake your head and think, Muppet? Well, I wouldn't laugh, at least... unless it was really, really funny, the way they fell. But I suppose if it was in real life, I probably wouldn't. So I wouldn't run over to make sure they were okay. Not because I'm a horrible person, but because I don't like getting involved in other people's lives. And no, I wouldn't think they were an idiot. It was probably an accident. So thank the heavens it wasn't you. Alright, let's see what my mental age is. Whoa! My mental age is 36. Well, that's 16 years higher than my actual age. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, I suppose. What? I don't know what the average is. 36. Alright, let's do another one. Let's check the emails. We got any new comments? Yeah, we got 2 new comments. Frederick Linnison. Oh, I've seen you before, I'm pretty sure. He's just done the little symbol that's like, you know, where you... How do you describe it? What's this symbol? Like, you know, the symbol. I'm showing you, but you can't see. The one where you put your finger and thumb together and make a circle, and then the other ones just kind of stick up, and you're like, that's nice. Desolation says, that was great, I hope he sees it. Yeah, I hope he sees it. That would be really cool if he saw it. I mean, you know, that wasn't my purpose of making it, just to think, oh, what if he sees it? Maybe he'll put it on his channel or something. I don't know. No, nothing like that. I was just thinking, I want to write a song. And I decided to make it out of the I Hate Dust thing. Mental age test. Let's do another test. How about personality test? Yeah, should we do a personality test? Takes less than 12 minutes. Answer honestly, even if you don't like the answer. Try not to leave any neutral answers. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. Yes, I do. Okay, this is a weird system. It's like got 3 green dots, 3 purple dots, and then 1 grey dot in the middle. And the dots get bigger as you go out to the side. So I guess I got 7 options. I will go with... well, so that you guys know, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is really, really agree. 7 is really, really disagree. And then 4 is in the middle. So that way you guys know what one I'm picking. Introduce yourself to other people. Yeah, I'll go with 1 for that. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. I do that, but not often. Let's go with 3. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I was just on my emails. I do try and respond to my emails as soon as possible, yeah. Yeah, I'll give that a 1. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused even when there is some pressure. I don't know. That's kind of... It depends on the situation kind of thing. I'll go with a 3 for that. You do not usually initiate conversations. Yes, that's a 1. I don't. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. No, I often do things because I'm curious about them. I'll go a 6 for that. You feel superior to other people. No, I don't. Well, depends who the people are, I suppose. I'll give a neutral for that one. 4. Being organised is more important to you than being adaptable. That's an interesting question. I do like being organised, but then I don't mind adapting either. I'll put a 5 for that one, so that's partly in the disagree. You are usually highly motivated and energetic. Yeah, usually. Well, I don't know about the energetic part. I'm not that energetic, but I'm usually highly motivated. I'll give that a 2. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Or to rephrase that, making sure no one gets upset matters more to you than winning a debate. Now, that makes it easier for me to think about in my head, phrasing it like that. Yeah, that's true. I do try and do things so that the least amount of people will be upset about things. I'd much rather that happen than me feel that I was right about something, or I'm in the right. So I'll give that a 2. You often feel as though you have to justify yourself to other people. No, not really. I mean, I do sometimes. I try and justify what I've done. Like when I talk to you guys and I do these podcasts and things, and I try to explain my reasoning behind things so that you don't get the wrong idea. But at the same time, I'm perfectly happy with people thinking what they want about me, because I know that I'm the person that I'm happy with. I don't need to prove to them that I'm a good person. I will put a 3 for that. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. No. Well, tidy in a sense. I suppose I do know where everything is here. It's just, from an outsider's perspective, there's a lot of stuff everywhere, and it doesn't really look like much of it has a place. But it does have a place. Like on my desk here, I have the mouse on the mouse mat. I have the TV remotes to the side. I have my 2 harmonicas by the monitor. I have the small camera on the monitor. I have my tablet on a stand to the left. I have the little memo pad in front of that. I have a pile of PSP games on top of that. I got a pen. I got a 2p coin. And I got this. I got my little needle thing. Not a needle thing. You know, like one of those pin press things. You know, the ones where you you put your hand on it and then it's like made the shape of your hand. You know the things. So yeah, I suppose they are quite tidy. So I'll put a 2 for that. Oh my god, this is going to take ages. You do not mind being the centre of attention. No, I don't like being the centre of attention. I'll give that a 6. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Oh, now that's hard. That is a hard question because, I don't know if this will sound big-headed or boasting, but I do think that I am very practical and very creative. Sorry if that sounds egotistical or anything. Am I more practical or more creative? I suppose I'm more creative. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty practical. I'll leave that in the middle. That's too divisive. I'll leave that as a 4. People can rarely upset you. Yeah. People can rarely upset me. Yeah. I'll give that a 1. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Well, I don't travel much, so. But if I did, I expect they would be, so yeah, I'll give that a 2. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. No, I mean, I don't know if I can necessarily relate to other people's feelings very well, but I can definitely understand other people's feelings. Like, if somebody did something, then I would think, okay, well, I think I know why they did that. I think I know their reasoning behind that. I don't agree with it, but I think I know their reasoning, so I don't know. But it's not really. It depends on the person, I suppose. So I'm going to put a 3 for that. Your mood can change very quickly. No, I don't think so. I mean, my mood can change, but I don't know. I suppose it's kind of more of a gradual thing for me. I usually try and stay in the same mood. Let's put a 5 for that. In discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. No, that's one I disagree with, actually. I mean, I know that some people will agree with that, but no, I don't agree with that. I don't think... There's been a lot of times where I have purposely lied to people because it spares their feelings. And it spares my feelings as well. It just makes things easier if I don't tell the truth. It's not like big lies. It's not like anything drastic. But just like little things that I think I could probably say the truth here, but I think it would just be easier if I left things the way I've said them, and then maybe eventually the other person will find out anyway, and I won't look like it was my fault. I'll give that a 6. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Well, I suppose I don't worry, really. I mean, it's not like I would do things and then not care about what people would think of that, but I don't really spend time thinking, oh no, that person's... I've ruined that person's day or something, or I made this person feel like this, or anything like that. So I'll put a 5, I think. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll put a 2 for that. You're often envious of others. Yeah, I suppose I am. But at the same time, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. It doesn't bother me, but yeah, often I'll put a 3 for that. An interesting book or a video game is often better than a social event. Yeah. Although, I don't know, because I don't read books very much. And I don't really pay that much attention to, like, the new video games that are out. I usually just kind of stick with the ones I have. But then again, I don't like social events. But it depends what the social event is, I suppose. I'll put 3 for that, I think. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. No, I disagree with that. I hated planning at school. Whenever we did any kind of project and we had to do plans, I hate the plans. I hate it. I mean, it's alright to have a good idea of what you're going to do, but not in so much detail that you just follow through with it. And then you're just going through the motions, think, okay, step 1, done. Step 2, done. No, I hate that. I like it to be more spontaneous. Like, to have a vague idea of where you're going, but not really know exactly how you're going to get there, and then figure it out at the time. That's what I like to do. And that's probably weird, because probably people would disagree with that. But yeah, no, I don't like that. So I'll put a 6 for that, because I'll put a 7, because the question is, it's the most important part of every project, and I do disagree with that. It's not. It is a fairly important part, but it's definitely not the most important part. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. I don't get carried away, really. I'll put a 5. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. I find myself lost in thought a lot of the time, especially when I'm doing something monotonous. Not that, like, walking in nature is really monotonous. I think that's great. 3. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. No. I know people take their time. I mean, I take my time is to respond to things, even though I contradicted that earlier on in an earlier question. But, you know, I don't worry about that kind of thing. So I'll put a 6 for that. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Yeah, agree. 1. You do not let other people influence your actions. No, I suppose I don't, really. I mean, people give me guidance, but a lot of the time, if I know exactly what I want to do, then I don't let anything stop that. But at the same time, you know, things... You know, I'm talking, like, creatively here, but things can inspire me. I don't know if that really is what this question means. I'll put a 5 for that. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. Yeah, they do. 1. I don't know if it means dreams as in, like, dreams you have at night when you're asleep, or dreams as in, like, goals. But I think both of them are the real world, really. It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. 7. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. I'll give that a 3, I think. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No. 6. I've thought about this before. I think I'm a person who's very in control of their emotions, which is weird because a lot of my family aren't, and I don't understand. Like, if they're like upset or angry, I'm just like, well, can't you just like stop? And they're like, no, you can't just stop. And I'm like, what? Why not? I do. If something gets me angry, then I'm not gonna just sit there and be angry. I'm gonna think, okay, well, what do I need to do here to fix this situation? And then I do it, and then I'm happy. That's how I live my life. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress-up or role-play activities. No. I mean, I wouldn't mind, I suppose, but I don't enjoy going to social events, period. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Yeah, I do, too. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. These are like the same questions, you're just rephrasing them, I swear. Yeah, I'll give that a 1, because I definitely would rather do that than have a detailed plan. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person, yeah. Not on YouTube, I'm not, but in real life, yeah, I really am. Even with people that I talk to, even like people in my family, I will just say the bare minimum I can about what's happening in my life. And yeah, I'm definitely quiet. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. I probably would, yeah. Yeah, I'll give that a 1. I definitely would. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. 2. Not often, but yeah, I suppose I do every now and then. So yeah, I'll give that a 2. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. I don't know, because I do go with my heart a lot. Well, actually, no. I probably go with my brain more than I go with my heart. But then I'm not sure I can tell the difference. I'll go with 2 for that. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. I don't know, I do have a to-do list. But a lot of the time I don't stick to that to-do list, and sometimes the more fun things, the more enjoyable things are the things that just spring out of nowhere, and then I have to add to the to-do list later, after I've done them, which is pointless, I know, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, if there's something next on my to-do list, then I'm not going to think, okay, well, I really want to do that now. I'm going to think, well, what could I do instead? So yeah, I'll give that a 2. In fact, no, I'll give it a 1. If your friend is sad about something, No, I'm going to give it a 2. If your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. No. These are making me sound like I'm a bad person, but I think I would honestly suggest ways to deal with the problem. I would. I don't know if I'm that good at emotional support. I mean, I'm not like a robot or anything. I probably could offer emotional support, but I think if it was me, I'd want ways to deal with the problem. I wouldn't want to just be comforted. That's what keeps me content, knowing that there is a way to solve a problem. So yeah, I'll disagree with that. I'll put a 6 for that. You rarely feel insecure. Yeah, I don't really. So I'll give that 1. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. I have a very vague timetable for my day-to-day activities. But I suppose often I don't stick with it. I kind of just trail off a lot of the time. So I'll give that a 3, because I probably could come up with one, but stick to it, I don't know. So I'll give that a sort of agree. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. No, disagree with that. That's a 6. No, that's a 7, actually. You think that everyone's view should be respected regardless of whether they are supported by facts or not. Huh. Yeah, I would agree with that. I do think that. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous when people don't support their views with facts, but at the same time, that's still their views. Just because they don't have anything to like prove it, or they don't have anything to like make it sound more reasonable. That's still their views, and they're still going to stick with that. So yeah, I'd agree with that. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. No, I think after spending time with a group of people, I'd probably feel more laid back afterwards. So yeah, I'll disagree with that. I'll give that a 7. You frequently misplace your things. No, I don't really. I know where everything is. It's only very rarely that I actually lose something. So yeah, I'm going to disagree with that. That's a 7. Oh god, this has taken ages. It's taken much longer than I thought it would. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. Yeah, I am. I feel like I'm very in control of my emotions, and I can keep them balanced pretty well. So yeah, I'll give that a 2. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. It's not always buzzing, but it does buzz. I'll give that a 2 too. You would not call yourself a dreamer. No, I wouldn't. I'll give that a 1. I wouldn't call myself a dreamer. I'm not a dreamer. A dreamer kind of implies that you'd dream about something unrealistic and not be able to get there. I think I'm a person who would dream something maybe not reasonable but achievable and then strive to achieve that. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. No, I think I'll disagree with that. A lot of the time, I will just do things the same way I've done them before, even though I know they don't work that way. But just because I think I have a good idea and I want to put it together the best way I can. So yeah, I'm going to give that a 6. You worry too much about what other people think. That's a hard one. It depends what people... So I do worry about what people think, but then at the same time I don't worry about what people think. So I think I'll disagree because I don't worry too much. So I'll give that a 5. Okay, nearly done, I think. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Yeah, I do. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. I don't know, I do procrastinate. But I think everyone procrastinates. But I still manage to find time to do things. I'll go in the middle for that. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Yeah, I do. That's kind of what anxiety is about. I'll do a 2 for that, I think, actually. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Yeah. 1. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, e.g. in books, arts, or movies. Yeah, I suppose I have. Yeah. You often take initiative in social situations. No, 7. Oh, it's done. Okay. Your personality type is mediator. Okay, what does that mean? Mind. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. I am 11% extroverted and 89% introverted. That seems about right. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I am 61% intuitive, 39% observant. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I am 27% thinking, 73% feeling. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. I'm 46% judging and 54% prospecting. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I am 65% assertive, 35% turbulent. Okay. Well, that was an event, I suppose. That didn't really give me that much. I'm looking at the comments. This is actually crazy me. Wow. Yes. OMG, this is so accurate. Cheers, folks. We should all get together sometime and have a low-key party. Yes, very true. Wow, this is pretty accurate. Well, I think that's fairly accurate, but I can't say I'm too impressed with that, to be honest. You know, I gave it the information and it just put it together, I suppose. Well, I mean, I don't know what I expected, but still. Should we do another... In fact, no, let's check the emails first. See if we got any more comments. Yes, one more. That girl who loves crossovers and stuff says, impressive. Thank you. It's really nice to hear that. What kind of test could we do? How about IQ test? There we go. Yeah, that's good. IQ test UK. Let's just do a quick IQ test. Although it's probably not going to be quick. Can I find a quick one? Short IQ test. No, that says start. Stupid font. I thought it said short. How long does it take? It is fast. 30 questions with instant results and comparisons. I don't know. It seems like it's going to take too long. Let's type fast IQ test. Okay, let's go to quickiqtest.com. The IQ test consists of 15 questions with pictures. The questions are scored according to the difficulty. Incorrect answers don't reduce any points from your score. There is only one correct answer. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, God. What is this? What? What is this meant to be? Alright, well there's 8 circles in arranged 3 by 3, with the bottom right one being blank. They're all empty circles except for the one that would be in the place of the number 4 on a phone. Wait, how's a phone look? What's a phone? Yeah, in the place of a 4 on a phone, not a calculator, a phone. And the one in the place of a 2 is filled in black. What goes in the place of a 9? What? I don't get this. What? I'm going to go with the filled in one, which is telling me means C. Before you complete your questions, we just want to encourage you to really do your best. If your IQ score will be above 110, you'll get only here a special reward. 30. Oh, I don't care about flipping. Okay, alright, now we got... Oh, God. I can't explain these to you. So I think I'm going to do this in my own time. Whoa, wait, before you go, what is the answer? 7 plus 7 divided by 7 plus 7 times 7 minus 7. Unfortunately, most will get this wrong. I don't care, leave me alone. Shut up! Okay, I think I'll do that. Oh, God, it comes up every time I try and navigate out of the tab. Let's just do another quick mental age test, I suppose. Yourmentalage.com, how about that? Just answer 6 simple questions and find out how old your mental age is. Your partner invites you for a romantic dinner in Paris in 3 hours. Is this a joke? Life is not a romantic movie. That's nice, but if I knew earlier I could prepare myself better. Awesome, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's nice. That's what I'd pick. How will you celebrate your next birthday? I will invite a few of my best friends for a dinner. I'm having an amazing party for 50 people. Watching TV. Yeah, watching TV. What do you think of Borat? Who? Never heard of him. Stupid. I like. I don't know. Stupid, I guess. I've never seen it, but I know what it is. What are you going to do next weekend? Go to a club and get drunk? Get some sleep finally? Do the household chores? I don't know. Get some sleep finally, I suppose. But it's not like I'm out of sleep. Out of sleep? That doesn't make sense. You're invited for a fancy dress party. There's no way you're going to make a fool out of yourself. You're not going. You show up in your casual clothes, pretending that you've forgotten about the costume. Cool, you spend hours preparing your outfit and have a great time at the party. Yeah, top one, I think. Probably not going to go. You're anti-drugs and you're offered marijuana. You'd feel awkward saying no, so you're having just a few tokes. Not only you refuse, but also explain why it's a bad idea. You just say, no thanks, I'm not into drugs. Yeah, the bottom one. Oh, that's it, okay. 28, okay, that's not bad. Mental age is 28, that's still above my actual age, so that's not too bad. I suppose that can't be as accurate as the other one because it has less questions, but I mean, I'm only saying that because the other one was bigger. I don't know, is it good to have a mental age that's much higher than your actual age? Because it's not like IQ where you just want it to be as high as possible. I suppose what you really want is it to be close to your actual age. Or maybe not. No, actually, I think what it is that you kind of want it to be around 20, because that's a good mental age to have. And coincidentally, that is my actual age, so if I can get that, then I'll be very happy. Should we look at some of the comments on this? 16, well, inside, maybe, but outside, certainly not. 28, yeah, that's what I got. 19, I always felt like 19 inside, but on the outside, certainly not. 22, sweet. Guess the age just before marriage was a good one. What? Was that a question? I know my wife thinks I am great. Scored 16, thinking wiser and still young in heart. That's exactly how I feel! 16, alright. Let's check my actual emails, see if I got any more comments. Nope. Okay, well, I do want to do this IQ test, but it's going to be too difficult for me to explain what all the questions are because they're all images and symbols and things like that. So I guess I'll just leave it there. So thanks for listening. This was a bit of a different podcast to the ones I usually do. I usually just like talk about what's on my mind. This has been something completely different, but at the same time, it's still kind of got a lot of my thoughts out. And maybe now you know me a bit better. You know my thoughts towards things. And yeah, I suppose I'll just leave it there. It's been 52 minutes. Although I don't know how much I'll be able to condense that down to. I'll probably leave it. The only reason I've condensed them down before is because I wanted them to be shorter videos. And when I recorded for like 20 minutes, there was a lot of gaps, so I thought I'll just cut them out. But I think I'll probably just leave most of this how it is. So yeah, these podcasts, they'll be bi-weekly from now on. So every other Sunday. So what date will this come out? This will come out on the 29th. So that means the next one will be the 12th of February. I think this will just work better because I do think these podcasts have just been too frequent and they seem to be taking up too much space on the channel, and there's not enough in between videos to actually, make it reasonable. So I think if they're every 2 weeks, I can get a lot of videos out between each one, but they'll be longer, so it will make up for it. So I suppose I'll leave it there. Thanks for listening, and thanks for the nice response so far to Dust. Oh, I just got a new one. Let's see. I just got a new comment. Let's see what it says. It's Cortex Man 2003 again. He says, a song about dust. Just amazing. Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for the good response. Again, it's only been about an hour and a half since I uploaded it, so there's I don't... If there's any new comments coming since then, since about 20 to 5, or about half an hour and a half after I uploaded the video, then I probably won't see them. Well, I won't see them because they haven't happened yet. You literally haven't written them yet at the time I'm recording this. So I will see you in the next video, which I don't know what it will be. I've no idea. I honestly don't know. It could be anything. But I will do the next podcast on the 12th of February. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.